In this video, I want to speak on consistent morphology in wondrous biosphere. All the living organisms in this wondrous biosphere have one thing in common. What is that one thing in common? That is DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. The cells of the eukaryotes have nuclei and DNA is present in the nuclei of the cells. The cells of the prokaryotes do not have nuclei and DNA is present in the cytoplasm of the cells. DNA chain of all organisms has the same 4 organic bases, but the number and sequence of these organic bases differ from organism to organism. But in a given species, the number of organic bases and their sequence is constant in the DNA chain of all the cells of that species. DNA contains the instructions needed for an organism to develop, survive, and reproduce. To carry out these biological functions, DNA base sequences are converted into messages that can be used to synthesize proteins. Proteins are the complex molecules which carry out almost all the biochemical functions and structural functions of the organism. The morphology of all living organisms depends on the type of proteins its DNA produces. Since the DNA of a given organism or species has the same number of organic bases and in the same sequence, the proteins produced in the given species will be same almost always. Therefore, the same morphology is maintained in the given species throughout. A rat produces always a rat, humans produce always humans, and soya bean plant produces a soya bean plant, and amoeba produces another amoeba only. There are millions of different animals, different plants, and different bacteria and different viruses. Every time a particular living organism produces the same type of organism, this is because of the consistency in the DNA structure of the organisms since the dawn of life on the earth, say about 3.5 billion years ago. During the course of organic evolution, if the DNA undergoes any change in its base sequence or base number, that is mutation, it undergoes, then new species had originated, but the interesting thing is both old and new species had continued to exist on this planet Earth since the time of their origin. That is the beauty. So that is their morphology continued for all these years. This is the beauty of consistency of morphology of organisms since dawn of their origin on this planet Earth. Thank you, dear viewers. If you like my video, kindly share, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much.